Oh, folks, well, I'm going to sort of delve into a few coincidence incompetence theories. So hold on. But I've been reading up a bit about this the old Swine griper, old swine flu, yeah, and there sort of reports that they could probably, best case, have about 4.9 billion shots, and of course that would do a large part of the world population. But of course, if you needed 2 shots, because 1 shot wouldn't be quite enough to confer immunity, then obviously there'd be a lot of people that wouldn't be able to have the swine flu vaccine, see? And so I thought, hold on, 4.9 billion, cool, that's a few. that's going some, innit? And I thought, oh, there's a bit of that in there now. Cool, what's that then? How many noughts on the end? Oh. Anyway, I won't go down that road. But the other thing I was thinking about, as you do, and I was talking about in Britain, we're going on this, oh, you can't go to school if you haven't had your vaccinations. And I'm thinking, well, yeah. And then they're eroding the homeschooling side of things. And you think, hold on a minute. And then we've got our government apparently committed to buying enough for 2 flu vaccinations per person. And initially I thought, well, what are they expecting, a few more illegal immigrants, are they? So, and then of course, as I say, reading that where they were talking about you might need 2 shots to confer immunity, I was thinking, hold on a minute. So they're expecting to give each person in the UK, and then if you tie that in with the push to, oh, if you want to go to school, you got to have your vaccination. You see where this is all coming from, eh? Public-private partnership. I think they used to call it corporatism, that nice Mussolini bloke. Anyway, so yeah, and then of course, well, there was a lot of propaganda, wasn't there, going around, we might have a bit of bird flu, another instance of bird flu, a bit more, and this has been rumbling on for probably years, isn't it? Bits in the media, might have bird flu, could have another suspected case of bird flu. But you've seen the video. I'm taking off the one where they go terrorism. It's bird flu. Yeah, and of course then we got the incompetence theory, I suppose you'd call it, where they where somehow some live bird flu, got into some not sort of bog standard flu vaccine. Oh, wonder how that happened then. Which theory shall we use to explain that one then? Anyway, so you think, and then of course that got in the news, so it'd be a bit suspicious if suddenly there was a big bird flu outbreak, wouldn't it? But of course now we need a bit of a flu pandemic, because there's one or two people looking a bit too closely, shall we say, at the financial system, and we need a little bit of diversion here, don't we now? Hurry up, folks. We need another thing to make all the people all afraidy. So what can we do? Well, we haven't had swine flu for a little while, have we? Now, we all know that bird flu, that starts in Asia, doesn't it? Where are we going to start swine flu? That's a difficult one, isn't it? Because, of course, seasonal things flu, aren't they? Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Anyway, so it's popped up in Mexico. Wonder how that happened then. Wonder what theory we should choose to explain that one. It's a bit warm down there, isn't it? Anyway, because usually happens in winter, doesn't it, flu? Anyway, so we'll sweep that under the carpet, and so now, of course, it's rumbling on. We got 1,000 cases in Britain, and it's sort of like, 1,000, dear, oh dear, might not be able to contain this, And of course, the flu, as I say, normally it's sort of winter time, and it happens, so I suppose it's got to rumble on a bit. And I heard somebody sort of involved in the old medical side of things talk about it, could rumble on a bit. I thought, it's interesting, isn't it? Rumble on a bit. And of course, then they get their vaccines ready. That'll give them time, won't it, eh? Yeah. Hopefully the banksters can survive that long before the people's immunised against looking too much more at the financial system. Anyway, sorry, I digress. And you think, well, where's Dave going with this one? Well, interestingly, some information that seems to be pertinent to this. At the end of the First World War, there was a bit of afraidiness of the old of potential flu outbreaks, see, because all these troops wandering around abroad and stuff like that, and coming back and all this sort of stuff, all sorts of, it depends which bit you read as to where it actually originated from, but some say sort of military base and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so they start vaccinating, don't they? Apparently that's where the 1918 Spanish flu, as it's called, that's where it came from, wasn't it? After vaccinations. Now I suppose that's a coincidence theory. It just happened after the vaccinations. Well, these things, that's just what happens, isn't it? And and then if you, as I say, you tie that in with the oops, we got live bird flu in our flu vaccine. What happened recently? You start to think, well, I suppose that could be possible, couldn't it? Another incompetence theory coming up, because it wouldn't be a conspiracy theory, no. Only nutters think up conspiracy theories, don't they? So, must be an incompetence or coincidence theory. Anyway, so I just thought that's interesting how all these things sort of kind of work in there. But yeah, I'm sure it's well, it must be a natural phenomenon, mustn't it? And we should all be good slaves and take our toxic chemicals. I mean, sorry. I won't babble on, but that's an interesting place, wasn't it? Where was that then? Babylon. Anyway, so sorry, I digress. Cheers for now.